the summer with the lawn mowing and the stuff that sticks in your tread.
No chalk. Wiping down equipment when you're done.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's very.
I mean, this is common sense.
Who wants a staph infection, really? You know what I mean?
All right. Using the adjustable benches for plyo boxes is kind of ridiculous, I think.
Stepping on them, and off of them, jumping on them, and
we
things.
We have boxes, we have these kind of things, and most gyms do.
Well, and that's rough on the upholstery.
Is $150 a pad to fix, minimum.
Yeah.
When somebody puts a cleat through it or something stupid, has a rock in their shoe, and all of a sudden we got a cut in the...
It's avoidable.
That one, I've never understood that. Plus, those adjustable benches are about $900 a piece.
Oh, wow.
Nobody realizes that. You think, it's just it doesn't look like it's $900.
Right. Well, it's because we're used to seeing the $150 Roman chairs at...
they are.
At Academy, yeah. Well, and so let me just say this, that if you've ever been kicked out of a gym or been asked to leave, you're probably doing something that you should have already known that you were not supposed to do because it's gone over in most agreements. So, word to the wise, if you are looking for a gym that allows you a little bit of free will and free reign to do things, make sure you read over that contract very carefully, and just don't sign things to get it over with and get out on the floor.
And I think, again, I've been talking to some people that were even in the gym before you and I, and one particular gentleman I talked to a couple of weeks ago, he just got re-enrolled. He hadn't worked out in a commercial gym setting for 25 years, 25 years. So last time he worked out was late 80s, early 90s.
Wow.
And in a commercial setting anyway. And he came in and he goes, man, this is just a lot different than it was back then as far as just people kind of being... everything we went over basically was a little more common sense, it seemed like, in the gyms back then.
People got it.
But more people went to gyms then that were... that's all they went there for. I mean, it wasn't a social atmosphere. Nowadays, a lot of people just have gym membership just to have one. They just kind of show up just to show up. They don't really know. Good for us as far as making money with this, but maybe not the best for having an environment that's...
Well, and back then it was... Going to a gym made you almost part of a subculture, whereas now it's kind of modern trend.
Everybody goes now.
Everybody
has the thing on their keychain. I go here, I go there.
So
when they do go there once a month, they they don't know how to use the stuff.
So back then it was more of a club, which people got it more, I think.
Yeah.
What else? Anything else we got?
Well, I think I could go on all day.
Sure.
We already know that. And we can give story after story. But basically, if you come to Pinnacle, just be respectful and that's all. That's basically it.
Yep. And I think, again, a lot of it has to do with just the fact that if you start doing these things when you first start coming in, they will stick with you.
Well, and I will say that, like here in this particular fitness center here, I would say probably a very high percent, very, very high percent, over 90, probably over 95, maybe even more than that, do this, act correctly.
Right.
They know, they understand. I don't have to have them fill out a form if we really didn't want to.
Sure.
They would get this without having to look at it.
Right.
I wouldn't have to mention it to anybody, but it's for that 5% or that 3% or half of a percent or whatever it is that, need the reminder. Again, if you need a reminder, maybe you shouldn't enroll anyway. But, so we have to cover our bases with everybody. But again, most of them we don't have an issue with most people. So
right. Well, I guess that's a show, huh?
That's a show.
All right. Well, everybody, keep striving to do better. Keep trying to reach that pinnacle. And we will catch you next time.
Rack your weights.
And don't spit and grunt too loudly.